Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, guys, I gotta hurry up. Oh, can you hear me? I think you can. Okay. Let me get started. Get some cards. I asked what this reading was going to be about. What I heard is prepare to receive. So there's some good stuff happening. You're about to receive some goodies. My goodies, my goodies, my goodies, not my goodies. All right. Okay. Here goes. Okay. And then, I don't know. Here. We'll pull from here. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Okay. Let's get started. Okay. I'm very sorry, Catherine. I'm very sorry. And I hope that with an event like that, you're able to find some peace. All right, guys, let's start. Okay. Prepare to receive. So first and foremost, healer, allowing yourself to step into a space where you can heal yourself, where you can allow yourself to recognize the goodness that you're being presented with that might not feel like goodness. It might feel like something very painful. But even the most painful things carry some type of blessing in it. We just have to be open to seeing clearly what that blessing is. I found that the hardest parts of my life have often been, if not always been, the parts of my life that have given me the most blessings. But I'm only able to receive those blessings or receive the awareness of those blessings once I sift through what feels like the wreckage of my heart and mind. So this is telling me that, you know, we've gone through quite a bit. Most people have gone through quite a bit. And what's needing to happen at this point is we need to make sure we keep our focus. Keep your focus on whatever soul is telling you to focus on, okay? There are details that you're forgetting. There are events that you have already lived through. And these events might have been something that was difficult. It might have been something that you tried to partition, tried to put aside. No, you're not going to be able to keep that separate from the rest of you. This is part of the process that brings you to a deep understanding of exactly why you went through the things you went through. And the specific details are going to be different for everyone. But at the very base of it, the foundation of the why is the answer of preparing you for what you are about to receive now. Okay. So I think I can safely say that for most of us, we've experienced some pretty extreme difficulties, struggles, setbacks for the past, at the very least, year, if not the last 4 years since 2020 began. 76% at 12/12. 7 is the number of completion. 6 is the number of receiving. Receiving from creation, and 1212, receiving the first steps of your journey. It's not an awareness that a journey will be taking place. It's not the divine preparations for the journey. It's the actual first steps of the journey. There is something that's needing to be done in your personal life that will create further balance for you. Okay. Further balance. And what needs to happen with that is you need to allow yourself to see the places where you still hurt. Where are you still hurting? Oh my Lord. There is a collective pain. There's a collective pain that I'm picking up on. Um, I'm sorry, I have to remain focused. So, this balance needs to be established or reestablished, and you need to be prepared for the fulfillment. Allowing your cup to be either slowly filled or filled all at once. The choice is up to you. And the feeling is for those of us who are in complete surrender to whatever process you're in, for those of us who are wanting, 77% at 1213, right? So that's 777, which is 21, which is 3. Mm, 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 mm. There are cycles that are being closed out. There are cycles being closed out, and whatever these cycles are, let them close out. Let them close out. Maybe we need to hear this. Um, Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do during a time of upheaval, of cycles being closed and new cycles being initiated, is to simply allow yourself to grieve the ending of a chapter of your life, right? Just really allowing yourself to feel whatever you feel, because we have these expectations as human beings. We have these expectations of how we believe our life should play out. And when it doesn't play out in that way, what ends up happening is we feel very disappointed. Sometimes we go so far as to feel betrayed by life, by others, by ourselves. And we need to allow the emotions to be processed. That's the sense that I'm being given, that it's time to allow those emotions to be processed, because life is really pushing us towards another outcome. Now, feminine in reverse, lady, goddess. I think what's being put in your cup is being filled with that feminine energy, that lady and goddess energy. You're being filled with the energies of creation, manifestation. This is something that you need to take um, very seriously if you want to create change in your life. You have to take this seriously. You have to take this opportunity and make something of it, not simply be like, well, I have an opportunity. It's an opportunity, and not do anything with it. In order to prepare yourself to receive, you have to begin preparing your mind and your heart to be open and recalibrated for whatever it is you're going to receive. Now, the universe works in frequency. The universe works with resonance, right? It deals in resonance, and you will draw to you whatever level of frequency, emotional frequency that you are existing at. right? And so what's going to happen? What does that mean? Well, no matter what, you're going to receive. Okay. No matter what, you're going to receive. And sometimes what needs to happen is you need to be very aware of maybe how negative your thoughts have become towards yourself, towards others. It's not that you're a bad person, it's that you've lost sight of reasons to be happy, or at the very least neutral, right? You don't always have to be happy, but you do have to strive to exist in a space of neutral observation of yourself and your life events. Now, if you go too far into the negative and remain there for too long, the type of resonance you're going to embody is a negative one. This is what you're going to receive more of. Now is a powerful time for you to take stock of where your mind is and allow yourself to consciously choose to recalibrate, maybe through reassessment, reassessing your life, and then find a way to return back to that space of balance, right? That space of balance, that center point, that peaceful stillness. This is not something you are necessarily initiating intentionally. This is not something you are necessarily intentionally calling to you, but it's very important for you to be aware that you are, to some degree, calling specific types of experiences to round out this part of your cycle, close it out, and start a new one. Now, I'm being given a very powerful message right now. It is up to you guys how you choose to receive this and what you choose to do with it. The message that I'm being given is that for those who have an elevation in their purpose, those who want to answer the call of soul, there's going to be a lot of parasitic activity, and it's going to be directed at you. This is a good thing. And you're probably like, why is this a good thing? Because this parasitic activity, it's going to show you the parts of you that need to be excavated. We need to get those bones that you're hiding out of there. Okay? We need to turn your soil into nothing but fertile ground. We cannot allow the bones of the past to remain in that space and create a haunted field, causing you to ignore the needs of the orchard you're growing right now. If you allow this work to occur and you participate in your process, orchards, ones that are properly tended to, will provide a bountiful harvest for many, many years, oftentimes generations. Either you need to excavate those bones out and consecrate the soil so that way there's nothing from your past haunting you in your present, following you into your future, or you just grow a set of steel balls and don't be scared. Leave the bones where they are. May they rest. May they rest there. I'm not scared of none of that. I will continue to tend my orchard. From seed to full tree, fully grown tree capable of providing shelter from inclement weather. A tree that will gift to you fruit as evidence of your toil. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to keep tending to that. I don't need to throw away my past. I'm not afraid of my past. I embrace every detail of my life at this point. Those are the two options. Those are the two options that will help you to move forward beautifully in your life, to receive the goodness rather than more pain. Or you can completely ignore all of this. That's an option. You can completely ignore all of this and just continue with the way you're going. But are you happy right now? Are you happy with the way things are going? If you're happy, keep on. Ignore all of this. Keep on. Why change anything? You're happy. If you're not happy, okay, why will you leave it like that? You deserve to know an existence beyond whatever state you're in right now. Prepare to receive. There's so much goodness that is headed your way. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. There's so much goodness that is headed your way, and you need to make sure. You need to really make sure that whatever is headed your way, it's something that you chose, not something that was chosen in a unconscious, subconscious manner. Okay. Small steps, asking for help. You don't necessarily have to completely change your life right now. These are small steps that create big changes. One of the smallest steps that creates the biggest amount of change for anyone's life is taking inventory of the types of thoughts that you regularly have, right? If your thoughts are constantly placing you in a space of negativity within yourself, um, I think you need to find out why. I think you need to find out why, and you need to make sure that whatever the reason is, it needs to be addressed. Whatever wound that is, it needs to begin to be cleaned out, bandaged, maybe put some salve on it. I don't know, something to help soothe that, right? Something to help soothe that. Now, when you injure yourself, is it reasonable to expect healing to occur just because you chose to heal? No. When you break a bone, you want the bone to heal, but does the bone heal right then and there? Because I mean, you showed some love to the injury. You acknowledged that you were injured, and you declared, I'm going to heal. No, that's still going to take its time to heal. And if you continue to do that every day, it supports the healing. But if you have this expectation that your wound, your injury is going to heal just because you commanded it to, I don't know. I don't think that's how that works. I think for many of us, we are so impatient with our process. We're so impatient with our process, and we're so quick to accuse ourselves of being incapable of healing when you're in the process of healing as you berate yourself. You're delaying it further, but you're still healing. Okay. So acquiring knowledge and security and manipulation. Be careful of these things that you believe that manipulate your perception of yourself and your process. For many of us, we acquire knowledge that is tainted, first and foremost. And then, secondly, um, unfortunately, we're not able to apply it in the way that would be beneficial for the healing process that we're in. You have to make sure you are very aware of where your mind is, where your emotions are. What is it that you need from this period of your life? Do you need more rest? Do you need more quiet time? Do you need the presence of the people you trust the most? Do you need them to be more present right now? Right? Do you need to be a little more isolated? I mean, what is it that you need? Not what you want. I'm talking about what you need, right? What do you need right now? Do you need to be gently held? That's okay if you do. That's okay. We all need that at some point, right? Or for some of us, do we need like to be grabbed by the shoulder, shook a little bit, and then reminded, like, okay, we shook it out of you now. You're okay. This is just a process. You're just seeing some of the things and the ways in which you're not very nice to yourself. And now that you see it, it's time to not be that anymore, right? I want you guys to be able to receive the greatest potentiality possible, the greatest potentiality possible. Circuitous route perception. Your perception of things are what's going to really just create some issues for you. Okay. If you can calibrate your perception to be more in alignment with a healthy perspective, um, that can be a really powerful thing. For example, at some time, because sometimes my son will go to the gym super early. And then we kind of just see him there. I go with my husband and we see him there. And one morning, he was getting ready to go. He was rushing to leave. And then my husband says he has to go do something really quick. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to go with our son because my logic from my perception, I don't want my husband to wait because I usually work out maybe 30 to 40 minutes longer than he does. I don't want him to just be sitting there waiting for me to finish. And I don't want to feel rushed. So I figured if I go with my son, my husband will have time to do what he needs to do. And then he'll meet us there. And I work out longer than my son as well. So even though my son's going to leave before I'm finished, my husband, because he's coming later, uh, will be finished about the same time that I finish. And for my perception, that was the best, most efficient option. And my husband made it clear. He's like, I'm going to be really fast. So basically, he's telling me like he wants me to wait for him and go with him. And I'm like, "Ugh." From my perspective, from my perception, that's so inefficient. Because I'm always about efficiency. And then I waited for him. I waited for him. And in the car, he's sharing about something he dreamt about. And then he tells me, that's why I wanted you to wait so that we could talk in the car. And I was like, oh, well, had he said that, I would have been like, yeah, no, I'll wait for you. Like, it's no biggie. I'll wait for you. Because I'm over here simply and strictly thinking about efficiency. Right. But once he shared with me something that shifted my perspective, I was very glad that I waited. I don't want him to feel unsupported, right? I don't want him to feel like when he needs me and wants to talk, that I'm not available. Like he's what, being discarded, being dismissed. I don't want him to feel that way. But it took me receiving something from him in order for my perspective to be properly aligned with the reality of what was happening, right? What that request was about. This is how life works. Your perception is rooted in a fixed space of your point of view. If you don't allow yourself to move around and see life from different perspectives, different points of view, allowing you to see the world and circumstance from other people's eyes when appropriate, how do you travel? How do you move through life circumstance? Feeling like you're a victim, feeling very unsupported, feeling very unaware of why things are happening the way they are. I could have just been completely fixed in my perception that, oh my God, he's never efficient. He's never efficient, but that's not true. That's not true. And plus, being overly efficient, that makes me go, 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 AKA avoiding life. When you're excessively busy, I don't know if you know this, that's an intellectualized way to avoid your life and the processing of it. I know. That's what Michael told me one day. He was like, "You're just avoiding." I'm like, "No, I'm busy." And he goes, "All the time?" "Yeah, all the time." Because you choose to be. I was like, what? He goes, you choose to be, so you don't have to address the things that need to be addressed the moment everything slows down. And I'm like, no one asked you. Nobody asked you, sir. But that's the thing. I think for many of us, we don't even ask the questions that need to be asked in order for us to receive the answers we don't realize we're seeking. What's the best, most powerful way to receive the answer? By asking the question. By asking the question. Okay? So maybe part of what we need to receive is an answer to a question we don't have the courage to ask yet because we're afraid of what the answer might be. Who knows? Who knows? Preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. I think you need to do whatever needs to be done in order to realign your thoughts and desires with the reality and the potentiality. Preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. For some of us, it will be through prayer, right? Prayer can be very powerful. It can. It focuses your intentions on a singular thing. And when you pray in a way that you're simply reciting memorized prayers, all the other thoughts kind of get pushed aside because most people don't have that degree of ADHD. I do. No, seriously, most people, they can't fractionate their um, processing and consciousness past maybe two things, tops three things. And so when you pray, it preoccupies certain parts of your brain, quieting the unnecessary thoughts, quieting the intrusive thoughts as well. And then you're able to really focus your energy and your intentions. For those of us who don't pray, maybe it's something that's more of a sacred ritual for you. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's getting your hair done. Maybe it's just soaking in the bath. What is your healing ritual that you do whenever things are really, really tough? Do you take a nap? That could be a sacred ritual of yours, right? Do you go and cook yourself your most favoriteest food or your most favorite dessert? What is it? Find that sacred activity and do that so that you can quiet all your fears and doubts, have a little bit of that stillness so that you can see how you need to recalibrate yourself in order to receive the greatest, most elevated potentiality, the big picture, angelic help. Ooh, the big picture. Are you zoomed in too much into specific aspects of your life? Because you're blinding yourself if you're too zoomed in. There's benefits to temporarily zooming in, temporarily zooming out. There's benefits to both. There's benefits to be able to remain in a flexibly strong state where you won't break just because your viewpoint is being shifted. The big picture. I think for some of us, we're missing what the big picture is. A storm is coming. A storm. I've lived in so many areas of wilderness, it's ridiculous. No joke. I've lived in areas where you have to drive through ridiculous amounts, miles of wilderness in order to get to my patch of wilderness. And the thing that I love the most when storms come, because I typically don't like storms, I don't like the rain. But what I love the most when they come is it's always guaranteed that in a few days after the storm is done, the drive is going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so green. So much is going to grow. And that's why we have storms in our journey. to cleanse the landscape of your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, and allow new growth to be supported. So, okay. Yes, I love rebellion. I do. I love it. 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 I really, really love it. I love it. I love it. I like to disagree. I do. I mean, not always out loud. Not always out loud. I just keep it in my own head. Like, giggling to myself. Oh my gosh. So, I was telling someone earlier today, totally side story here. I was telling someone earlier today that I was headed to the gym and I I was going to go pester my elder former ops because I don't want to categorize people as elder ops anymore. That's just like stop. I shouldn't have said that because they've left me alone um for quite some time now. They haven't really pestered me. They've looked over, but they've known like, okay, leave her alone. She's moody. And then today, the most irritating one was just being extra irritating. You could tell he's just so bothered that I'm actively ignoring his presence. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. I'm focused on what I'm doing. I am so focused on what I'm doing. And he was trying so hard to get my attention. It's this older gentleman. He was trying so hard to get my attention. And no, even my husband noticed it. He's like, he's annoying. And I was like, right? 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 And I don't care if you're annoying. I'm calibrated to achieve something right now. I'm focused. I'm focused on bringing to fruition my intentions, my goals, and you're not going to distract me. So that side quest, ooh, 93% at 12:39. 931239. Inverted mirrors, first and foremost. 1212. Sorry. 12, 12, 12, right? 333, which is 9. It's also 999, which is 18, and it still comes out to 9. God's talking right now. So, collaborative dreaming. You need to allow yourself, ooh, valuable support resources. Ooh, navigating challenges. You guys, this is okay. All right. Collaborative dreaming. 28. 2 is a number of guidance. 8 is a number of reunification. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 being the number of first awareness that a divine journey is about to occur, divine changes are about to be initiated. Collaborative dreaming. You need to immerse yourself in environments of people who have the same drive and goal as you. In order to prepare yourself to receive, your mind has to be recalibrated. Your emotions have to be reframed, right? You need to be able to see it in the proper way. And all of this has to be properly aligned. And then it's going to be a straight shot all the way through to fruition. You're going to be presented with all of these challenges. Next time I see that old gentleman at the gym and he's trying to get my attention so hard, I'm going to stop my workout. I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I can't help but notice your energy because of the work that I do. And if he asks me the work that I do, I said, no, that's not important. Do you need a parasitic extraction? Would you like me to do a complimentary exorcism for you? I'm going to ask him that. Why? Because remember what I said? Parasitic things will be allowed to fixate on you during this period to see the parts of you that need to be further healed in order to what? To receive what is coming towards you. I know exactly what that elder gentleman is triggering in me. The part of me that is very hesitant to speak up and make my needs known. Like, I need you to back the F off of me and my ball sack, sir. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to chit chat. Right? Had I said that appropriately the last time he tried to chat with me weeks ago, none of this, I wouldn't still have this tension. So it's a process. We have to allow ourselves to be deep in the process of understanding the ways in which our refusal, our hesitation is deepening the lesson. It's not punishing me further, it's deepening my understanding of my need to speak my truth, as well as how effing focused I can actually be. That despite distractions and intentional parasitic attempts to get me off track, normally I'd be avoided. I wouldn't go to the gym. I would just be like, I don't want to go because I know he's gonna be there. He knows what time I go. So he's gonna be there. I don't want to go. No, no. I am progressing beautifully in my mission objective. When you are seeing progress, you don't stop what you're doing and modify what's working just to avoid the very thing soul is asking you to confront. Now, do I have to be combative when I finally tell him, like, your interest in trying to chit chat, it's really making me uncomfortable at this point. If you could just please stop. I would very much respect that and appreciate it. Right? That's all I got to say. But instead, I don't say anything because I'm Piscean. That's how we deal with things. Avoidance. When has avoidance actually been beneficial for you? Has it? Has it ever been beneficial for you? I mean, I guess we could come up with hypothetical situations where avoidance could be healthy. Um, but for the most part, every time I've chosen to avoid things, it's just gotten worse. It's become much more intense. Is that your same experience too? Because if it is, I mean, I think we're both going to have to change that, shift that, something, something. I'm not sure. Something. Maybe we need to go against the grain. Maybe we need to allow ourselves to really begin sanding off the bulk that's unnecessary. Because when you sand against the grain, you're going to eat up that wood real fast. Whatever the material is going to get eaten up real fast. It's a perfect way to remove the bulk of what you're trying to remove. When you go with the grain, it's usually more of refinement rather than full on shaping, right? So this is telling me that you're being shaped right now because four is a number of self. Four is a number of self. You see all these pigeons. You're over here swimming in your life's oceans, your heart's, the trenches of your heart's oceans, and these seagulls who are surface dwellers, but can also kind of be somewhat in your element. They represent the people who don't go as deep as you and want to take ownership of you somehow. It always reminds me of that children's cartoon, Finding Nemo, where the seagulls, they just keep yelling, mine, mine, mine. These are the people who believe they have ownership over you, your thoughts, your trajectory. These are the people who, when they speak, they expect you to worship every vowel and consonant that comes out of their mouth. Hmm. I was going to say a bad word. I was. I'm trying not to say bad words today. This wholesome light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. The wholesome light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This wholesome light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. No bad words, no bad words, no bad words. No bad words. No bad words. Say your mommy. No bad words. Say your mommy. Okay. Okay. I don't want to share this with you guys. It's totally okay. I worked so hard for this shit. I was so hard for this. So despite all of that, I've been taking quite a few progress pics at the gym. And it's like it's more than just to see how I'm progressing. It's this feeling that I need to document my progression, how the shifts in my mindset, the further dedication, commitment to what I'm doing, the more things come together. So this is my current pancake shape. It's not a pancake anymore. So I'm very happy with that. I still have chicken legs. It's okay. It's 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 all a awesome ratio between my chicken legs, my chicken arms, my chicken wings. It's all within reason. It's proportional. It's proportional. But I'm progressing. I'm progressing. I never sent you the thirst trap pictures, Mindy. I never sent you my thirst trap picture. Oh, girl, I'm gonna send you a picture of my butt. I'm joking. I was gonna send you a picture of my hamstrings, my baby ham hock. Okay, focus. Sessions are starting. Focus. When you stay focused, you'll see the results. Okay. When you stay focused, you'll see the results. Now, if you were to see where I started compared to where I'm currently at, you'll be like, holy shit. That's for me to know. That's for me to know, right? Oh, girl. Oh, girl, look at this. Oh my. Okay. Okay, Lilith. Does anyone want some ice cream with that cake? Like that. Don't make me record a video of my Polynesian twerk because I can control and isolate my glute medius and my glute maximus separately. I'm just saying. Because you about to offer gelato, not just ice cream. We talking top notch. I'm talking baby boo. Don't invite me to record. None of my husband, if he hears this, he, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck are you talking about? My my ass. I'm talking about my ass. Get back on track, girl. Sacred fool. You just got to find reasons to laugh at life, okay? Sacred fool. You're the only one pulling the strings. You are. You're the only one pulling the strings. You're in control. Start utilizing that control to help you progress in your process. Going beyond normal. You don't have to go beyond normal. You don't. You don't have to go beyond normal. You do you, boo. Just do you, boo. Keep being you. What you do need to do is stop playing characters. Stop playing these caricatures because nope, No, nope, no, nope, no, nope, no, nope, nope, no, nope. Visions of life beyond death. But again, it's in reverse. So maybe what you need to do right now is simply be in the process, simply be present in your process and allow yourself to really begin recognizing this is just a process. The more I comply with my process, the more work I can get done, the faster this will be over with, the sooner you'll be able to receive. So allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to recognize the ways in which you got this. You are in control and you have the authority to dictate over your life and journey the way you will experience the experiences. There are certain things you're going to have to experience no matter what, but the way you experience it, the way you see it, the way you live through it, that is completely up to you. If you want to receive all of the goodness that's already been set aside for you, earmarked just for you, well, clear out some space in your spiritual car. Clear out some space. I mean, when you lugging around all these trash bags, where are you going to put the good stuff? It's going to get tainted by the rotting, by the trash, right? And many of us don't realize this is what we do to our spiritual vehicles. Our Merkaba is a spiritual vehicle. We lug around all our trash. Let it go. A lot of the things that you've been holding on to are things that you held on to increase your strength. You will never realize how strong you are until you let some of that load go, until you set some of that stuff down. And once you're no longer burdened by the weight of what you've carried around your entire life, you'll see exactly how strong it's made you. But you won't until you put some of that down or let some of it go. Let yourself receive. A lot of good stuff headed your guys' way. Quick reminders. I do have a Black Magic Revocation workshop coming up if you'd like to learn how to negate people's caca, because there's people like that. I could teach you that in this Black Magic Revocation workshop. This has limited seating. All my workshops have limited seating because I'm teaching clinicals along with it. And I need to be able to give everyone ample time and attention to do the process with my full attention. Also, I'm teaching the Morphogenetic Fundamentals workshop. This is where I'm teaching the basics of my energetic work. This is for you to use on yourself, gives you a better understanding of how to harness your energy. Seats are almost out for this one. I do also have offered etheric medicine services. If there are some health things that you are concerned about needing help with, energetic work can oftentimes be very supportive of all of your other treatments, all of your other medical stuff that's going on. It could be very supportive and work in conjunction. If this is something you're interested in finding out more about, click on that QR code. And then, if you're wanting to know what else I offer, here you go. It's the entire website. Go ahead, click on that QR code or click on the link in the comment, and it'll take you to my Emmy Evolving website. I got to get going, guys. I got to get going. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. And if you haven't looked for me on other social media platforms, definitely do. Definitely do. I'm Emmy Evolving across the board. And, just type in Emmy Evolving, whatever platform you're on. I'm pretty sure I'll pop up. Until then, these classes are the ish. So worth it. Ah, thank you, Lilith. Lilith, would you say, oh, I'm out of time. Would you say that the first workshop you joined me at, that was the first time you felt the full gravity of how powerful you actually are? Because in these workshops, I'm not doing energy work on you guys. I'm teaching you. And oftentimes people are like, oh my God, the energy is so strong. And I'm like, yeah, it's your energy. I'm not working on you. You're working on yourself. And most people, for their first workshop with me, they're like, what? Yeah, I'm not working on you. You're working on yourself. That's your energy. That's not me. That's you. Lilith says, yes, definitely. I have never known I could tap into myself like that. First workshop, very first workshop. Within the first 2 hours, I can teach you how to tap into your energy in ways that no one else can. You need to know how strong you are, how capable. It's time you knew. It's time you knew. I gotta go, guys. I hope everyone has an amazing, amazing rest of your day.